Everybody, what's going on? I wanted to show you a knife, and it's one of my favorite knives, and this is the Kabar Mule. Um, as far as price goes, you can get your hands on these for around 40 bucks now, and I think it's 40 bucks well invested. I've had this one for over a year now, and I absolutely love this knife. When I first purchased it, I had my reservations until it showed up, and when it showed up, I was really happy with the workmanship and especially the sheath. The sheath is really the cat's ass. It's nylon, thick stitch nylon, almost like a canvas, and you have Velcro in here, and you also have a snap that backs up the Velcro. So when it's in there, it's not shaking out or rattling out. You can wear it two ways. You can wear it by putting your belt loop through here, like that, right? And wear it upright. Or if you're more comfortable with wearing, like me personally, I'm more comfortable wearing it on its side like this. So your belt would go through these loops this way. And the neat thing about this is, just like the front, you have Velcro, and the snaps back up the Velcro, because Velcro over time goes bad, and then your knife will fall out and you lose your investment. This way you have the Velcro on there and the snaps back it up. So, and another interesting thing about this knife is it only goes into the sheath one way, and it frustrates a lot of people when they get the knife and they try it. It has a pocket clip on it, but I took it off. I'm not a big fan of pocket clips, but it frustrates people when they get the knife. They try and stick it in the case, in the sheath, and it doesn't go in. Now look at it this way, where it says K-bar on here, look at the K. If you're going to wear it like this, the butt of the knife, or the pommel of the knife, has to go in like this. It can't go in like this. If it goes in like this, it won't snap shut. If it goes in backwards like this, it won't snap shut. It only goes in one way, and that will be like this, in order for it to shut properly and lock in place. Okay, we got that out of the way. Let's check the blade out. I went with the Desert Tan, which I think is pretty cool. And another interesting thing about this is you have the lock is actually in the middle of the knife. It's not at the base of the knife like a buck or anything like that. And you have elevated finger crowns here to open it up one-handed if you want to. It's a little stiff when you first get it, but it loosens up pretty good. You have jimping up top here. Is it really effective? Yeah, I guess it is. It's not crazy. It's not going to cut your finger up or hurt your hand. This is a very comfortable knife to hold, and that's the one thing I can say. I EDC this knife pretty much every day, and I absolutely love it. I know when I'm walking around and I know I have this K-bar on me, I feel a little more confident as far as blades go. Sometimes I carry smaller blades, sometimes I carry bigger blades, but this is one of my absolute favorites. You'll see videos out there where people flip it over and knock it on a piece of wood and it pops forward. There's really no reason to ever do that, and so it doesn't really matter. And I actually tried it and it didn't work. You'll always find one person who has some kind of problem with a knife or a gun and makes like a bashing video about it. But in this case, I absolutely love this knife. And another cool thing about it is it doesn't rust very easy. I get it wet, I dry it off. Sometimes I even put it in the dishwasher, and it takes an edge really easy. I couldn't tell you what the steel is. I actually lost the box. It's a pretty thick blade. It's covered in some kind of paint. I don't think it's anything other than paint. It's kind of like the Rat Ontario one, where it will scratch off, and I think in this case it gives it a little more character with the scratches on there. I also like cold steel knives, but it just seems like the K-bars, they just hold up better, and they're a little more rust resistant. And this is a great knife if you're considering buying yourself I don't know, if you work outside or you work I work on the water most of the time. Having a good blade that sharpens easy with a really tough sheath, this would be your boy here, and this is a K-bar Mule. Kabar makes a lot of knives, man. And one of the other Kabars I bought was, and I bought it strictly because I liked the way it looked. This is the Kabar, and this is designed by Bob Dozier. This is the Kabar Phat Bob. And this is, both the scales on here are Indestructible Micarta and Olive Drab. Absolutely dig this knife. It's built and designed as a knife that you process meat with. Well, I've tried it a couple times and it works okay, but I think the blade should have been a little bigger. But as far as just a really heavy-duty knife, and it takes an edge really easy. This is one of those leaf-shaped design blades. It takes the edge really easy. It feels good in hand, and it's chunky, and I can see why they call it Phat Bob. This is a fat, look at the back of that knife, how fat it is. These two go together great. I usually have this one on me. If I don't have this one on me, I have that one on me. And you can reverse the thumb stud if you're left-handed. And it's a liner lock on here, and this is basically, this is built like a tank. Just like a tank this is. I absolutely love this knife. Super cool. And you can reverse the pocket clip on here too to flip it to the other side. So that's my Kabars. Later.